What's up? What's good? What's up? How's it hanging? It's a good time. Another night of rage. Racist-induced rage is what we're going with tonight. So let's get into it. I want to be quick. I don't want to stream for 3.5 hours tonight. Here it is. Here's the deal. Here's the look. Let's go. My cats just woke up. Of course, at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh.
My phone.
What the hell? Nigger!
Epic.
Good boy.
Oh, shit.
No, that was very crazy.
Now I wanted to.
Fuck me.
You want to now?
So fucking awkward.
What's good?
Oh.
What's up?
Not much. What about you?
Not much either. Do you?
Why, you gonna shove that thing down your throat? Damn.
I mean, no.
You're just like pushing it more towards your mouth.
Yeah.
You're really close to that.
I mean, if I'm not,
Oh, well, you don't have to be that far away.
yeah, it's just this is the best distance. Trust me.
That's fair.
So we have politics and BLM.
Mm.
Do you support the Black Lives Matter movement?
Not the movement.
Ooh.
But because they're literally the movement is it's I just oh my god. Sorry, people on my Discord are talking and I'm getting distracted.
That's good. I can kind of hear like that coming through your headset, just barely.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I can't
they're
I
really
can't
loud.
hear them. I can't hear what they're saying, but I can kind of hear an inkling.
Oh, yeah. Why the fuck?
Oh.
Oh.
Why did
She just didn't want to defend her stance, I guess. That's cringe. I don't like it when people can't defend what they believe. You know? Huh. What's up?
What's up?
That's a nice mic you got there.
Yeah.
It's very crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you guys follow Trump or like support him?
Do you like him?
Fuck no. What?
Why do you like Biden?
I don't.
Who do you
Numbskull.
like?
Dude, not supporting Trump doesn't mean I support Biden.
Well, I'm just asking.
Who do you
Dang.
support? You can still be a nationalist.
I'm not a nationalist.
Then what are you?
Anti-nationalism. Nationalism is like
Moron.
Like,
I don't think those guys had a grasp
Stop
on what nationalism is.
favorite hentai category, go.
I don't know actually.
Oh, really?
Probably like
you don't?
femboys.
Alright. Respectable.
Yeah. My cat's fucking with my door. Such a cunt.
Hey. Ew. Oh my god, that striped shirt is so ugly.
Damn. It's a hoodie. Oh my god, it's comedy. Truly the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. God damn, get a life,
Gender
dude.
much? Jeez, bro.
What the fuck? Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
So, why do you support Donald Trump?
You said why do I support Donald Trump? Because
Yeah.
he's a good president.
Do you have like any evidence to that? Because you know, when he left
Yes,
office, there were
Okay, first, because he was putting up a wall. That's a good thing.
he only put up 500 miles of a 2,000-mile long wall. He actually didn't really do shit. He would have needed 12 years to put up that wall, and he did.
And at least he did something on like Biden with his fucking old ass. All in those 47 years of him being a politician, he didn't do shit. But Trump was never even a politician, and he did more.
He was a
than those
businessman who
47
failed 7 times. He went bankrupt 7 times. He was a
But he
failed
still wasn't
businessman.
a politician, and he's done so much better than that motherfucker in his 47 years of doing nothing.
You know,
My point.
the past year has been the worst state America has ever been in since 1929, right?
No, not necessarily. It's
No,
just that black
literally.
people will not cooperate because they're niggers.
Oh, what's up, man?
Sup?
So you, I'm guessing you're quite the patriot.
Yes.
So why do you have an American flag and a defaced American flag?
I support the cops.
Yeah, but isn't defacing the flag against flag code?
No.
I mean, it
This
is.
is a
but
cop. This is a cop flag. There's also, FDNY flag, NYPD flag. Okay, yeah.
No. Defacing the American flag by erasing the color and adding a blue line is by definition defacing the flag, which is against like U.S. flag code, which like the military follows and stuff. There's a reason they don't fly like thin green line flags for the military, because people who are actually respectful of the flag and care about the real American flag don't do that shit.
Well, it's still. Well, what can I say? It is. I really don't.
Dude, that's just as
get it.
disrespectful as like putting the flag on the ground, which I'm guessing you're against.
Yeah, I am against that.
And what you're doing is like equivalent to that.
I didn't create the flag, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but you bought it.
Going. Yeah, okay, but like, it's from
Voting
an
with your dollar,
actual-
my man.
Yeah, but this is the police flag. Like,
The
you know
police
that, right?
didn't make. Oh, I know what it's for.
Yes.
I know what it's for. That doesn't mean
Okay.
it's not defacing the American flag, which you type seem to be so against. I'm guessing you're
mean-
against burning the American flag too.
Yeah, for sure.
So why are you for defacing it? I mean, you own a defaced American flag. You bought one.
Okay, yeah, it's a police flag still, American police
Yeah,
flag.
it doesn't matter. It's still a defaced American flag. It's still against U.S. flag code. It's pretty equivalent to
Okay,
burning
but
one.
it's nothing negative.
So what? Neither is
Yeah,
just
but it's not
taking one down.
negative. Burning a flag is different than changing it to blue.
No, it isn't. Not to
Yes,
according
it
to
is.
U.S.
Yes,
flag
it
code.
is. Okay, you're using a flag code. Let's just use logic, okay?
Ooh.
Burning a flag,
Yeah.
American flag.
What's wrong with burning an American flag
BLM?
then? What's wrong with burning an American flag then? If we're gonna use
it
your
just
logic.
proves it just proves that you hate American. Then what the hell are you living here?
I mean, you can hate the country you live in. It's a
I'll go to
there's
free
a reason
then,
we have free
and I
speech,
will
man.
look. Then okay, I know it is free speech. I agree, but I'll just look at you differently than other people. I'll just look at you you're a retard, and that's it.
Oh, I look at you differently for acting like you're this holier than thou who's against burning the flag, yet flying a defaced American
Hey,
flag
good
right
for
next
you.
to it.
I'll
You're
just be
just as
normal.
bad as the people who burn flags.
No,
In
it's
your
not.
eyes, or at least
No, it's
according
not.
to your logic. Sorry.
That's like it's funny how people are saying, looting the Capitol is actually much worse than burning cities down for 6 months, which I think is wrong. It's really bad to think that the Capitol raid was much worse.
The Capitol raid was
than-
was incited by the president's administration. That's what makes it bad.
No, it's not.
Oh,
did
no,
not
no,
clearly tell
no,
them
no,
to go
Hey,
and loot the Capitol.
Hey, Trump
Did
didn't.
he say that? No, he didn't.
No, Trump didn't, but his lawyer, who he is responsible for, Rudy Giuliani, did say
Giuliani.
trial by combat. Huh, that sounds a lot like inciting a riot.
Hey,
And Donald Trump did say to fight for your country tons of times throughout that speech, and only 2 times did he say to be peaceful. Yet there were tens of times that he said fight and take back. Dude, by literally any standard, if this was spoken by anybody other than the president you suck off so dearly, you would consider it incitement.
First of all, I disagree with both of them, but I have to go with Trump's policy because Biden is a degenerate.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
What Trump's policy of absolutely fucking the American economy worse than it ever has been since the
not
Great
true.
Depression?
No, it's not true. No.
Oh, so the American economy
Economy's
did
actually
not.
no. There's actually more jobs have been.
Oh no,
played
that's
by
not true. There were
Trump.
3
It's true.
point.
It's true. It's true.
Not
It is true.
according
Yes,
to
you guys-
his
no,
own
no,
numbers.
This is what liberals don't understand.
I'm
They
not a
don't
liberal,
look
you
at the
fucking
facts.
retard.
Well, you just used the slur though. I'm guessing.
I don't give a
what
shit.
Are you, a Democrat? Okay, what
No.
are you?
I'm a
guessing-
leftist, you
what are
fucking
You're a
dumbass. You probably
leftist
think they're all
retard.
the
Yeah, of
same.
course you are. But you just don't like the facts. That's the thing.
Oh
You
no,
guys
the
don't
facts
like
that
facts. It's true.
you know,
No, it's true.
you know,
I think what Biden did, we realized 70,000 jobs at his first day in office.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, it is.
and you know
It
Donald
screwed
Trump.
screwed Canada over, made Canada's economy
You
go
know-
down. 40,000 jobs were lost in Canada. Canada pipeline doesn't do anything. It still hurts the environment. You still have to process the oil. It's oil. Oil
know-
is very important to our lifestyle. So it doesn't make
Dude,
sense.
attacking
I'm
Biden does
canceling it.
nothing to me. I'm not a
It
Biden
does.
supporter.
I know. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand.
No, I understand, man. You're not. You're
Okay.
talking to someone as if I support Biden. What I'm
I mean,
saying
listen, you're
is
a leftist,
you
so
are
I'm guessing
no,
support
you are woefully ignorant to the fact that when Donald
You
Trump
lost
left office, there were 3.8 million less jobs than when he entered.
It's Corona, retard. What do you expect?
Yes, and whose responsibility?
Exactly.
Wait. Whose
Around the
responsibility?
world. Did you know how that
Hey,
works?
numbskull, can
Around
you
the
let me
world.
speak?
It's around the world, retard. That's how it works. It's not only America's fault. It's the whole world.
No.
The whole world has to go.
So why has every other developed country in the world either recovered or is on the path to recovery?
I mean, we're on the path of recovery. We have a vaccine.
No, we aren't.
Actually, yes, we
No,
are.
we aren't. There were
Warp by the Trump
dude,
administration.
literally
Actually,
2 months ago.
No.
2
Project
months ago,
Warp
there were
by the Trump
4,000 people
administration.
dying a day.
Okay, but Project Warp by Trump administration, the vaccines were actually
You mean-
enrolled everywhere. By Trump
You,
administration.
dude,
by the
you're
Trump
literally
administration.
brainwashed. It's
Am
so
I
funny.
brainwashed? It's true.
Okay, man,
It's
go
true.
disrespect the
Saying what-
American
so
flag
you're
some
saying-
more.
Yeah, you're gonna skip me.
Yeah, in Australia, you guys are fucking great up there, down there. Yeah, Australia, you guys have you guys haven't had shit. I mean, New Zealand has been 0 cases since like fucking like August. You guys are doing great.
Trump or Biden?
Neither.
Oh. Shut the door. I don't think you like.
Love you, Chop. I love you, Chop. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
With the lack of interesting people, even though there's 67,000 people online. Really haven't gotten anyone to chill. Or pog. What's up, man? Alright, weirdo. Yeah, I just want to have a good conversation with a dummy.
who's like,
You know?
Howdy.
Come on.
Hello.
Come on. What's up, man?
Sup?
We have politics and BLM. Do you support the Black Lives Matter movement?
Nope.
Why not?
I don't like Black Lives Matter.
So I'm guessing you're like also against the Civil Rights Acts of 1966 and 65?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, cool. So you're actually just a racist.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's cringe, man. Grow a moral backbone.
Nice to know that you have a crusader on Omegle doing all the work. Good job.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
No, it's nice, it's nice. Keep up the work, little cringe guy.
Yeah, hold up.
What the fuck
Bruh,
is he talking about?
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Fuck niggers.
Ooh, the pinnacle of comedy, dude. Get out of high school and then, like, grow a backbone. Fucking Christ. You guys are unoriginal as hell.
Wait, before you skip. Why don't you get the fuck out of your mama's basement, bitch?
Yeah, man. Basements have triangular roofs. This is
the
the attic of my house that I rent. God damn, grow up, dude.
Guess what?
Get a
Guess
better
what?
joke.
What are you
You
doing?
don't think I haven't heard that before?
You literally have a mic.
Oh
and a
my
headset.
god.
Fuck
Get a
gamer, dude.
life.
Faggot.
Nat Fife. I don't know who Nat Fife is. Let's find out. Oh yeah, she wasn't she the one who like transitioned? Oh shit, this is all ugly. I'm on my other. Yeah, I don't think she's. I heard some shit about her being like, or him being like transgender or something. Oh yeah, I saw somebody talking about this Australian footballer who was a transgender person who who looked very similar. Oh no, it's fine, man. Don't worry about it. I mean, he's a handsome dude. Hey, Vsauce. Again, QWERTY, we've went over this. You say more edgy shit, I'm gonna kick ya. Like that fucking guy did last night. You remember? I ain't about it.
Hello.
I'm far more lenient than Dirtbag. Vsauce is Pog though.
Don't do that.
Ooh, a Gadsden and a Blue Lives flag.
Yeah.
You do realize who treads on people, right? You fucking numbskull. I mean, Hannah mostly stream politics or talking about politics, like politically oriented stuff. But every once in a while I'll play some video games, or just talk or like watch videos and stuff. But this is like the cream of the crop. This is what I like. I study philosophy, in college, and this is where I come to hone my political and thanks for the follow, man. This is where I come to hone my political and argumentative chops. Yeah, sweet. I'm glad I have a fellow nerd. Yeah, dude. What was it? One time you came in here, you said, or no, it was somebody else. He came in. The only thing he said in my chat was, "You base your opinions on studies? Cringe. I base mine on memes." And I was like, yeah, I mean, hey, yeah, this is what I do, man. I like to tackle the more moral side of politics, less the pragmatic, the ideal and less of the non-ideal. I'm a big proponent of like consequential morals and stuff like that, and yeah, you'll see. I like to get mad at like racists. That's what I like.
Break up with your girlfriend.
I figured you'd think that was based, QWERTY.
Oh.
Oh, you're an ANCAP.
No, I'm a
Or at least-
libertarian. I don't want to be there.
Or
I
at least
honestly don't-
close.
I'm close to an ANCAP. I don't fucking know why. I hate my life. I'm 13 and I've already got all this shit in my head.
Are you I mean, when I was 14, I was pretty close to where you are. So
I don't give a fuck about politics that much anymore. I'm guessing you stand
you have
at like centrist. You look like a centrist.
no.
What?
No,
Yeah.
centrism is a
What-
disease.
What are you?
I'm a libertarian leftist.
Oh, so you're like green.
Libertarian socialist, yeah, green.
Oh, someone before you was libertarian socialist.
But I saw you at a Gadsden. Who did you like in the 2020 election?
I don't fucking really didn't pay attention to the other politicians. I know there's like Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah, but like who did you like proponent? Like who did you like?
Well, I mean, at first I liked Trump, and then I was like, I'm a libertarian. I didn't pay attention to any of the other politicians.
Yeah.
The only one I would think that I would support was Joe Jorgensen, but I'm pretty sure she was left leaning, right?
No, she's right wing, but she's less right wing than like some of the psychopaths in the Libertarian Party.
Yeah, like someone like me. I'm like,
what? Yeah, I guess you are my token racist. But you say racist shit, man. I'm gonna do it. You don't get that like that in here. You can do that in your spare time, and I'd love to talk to you about it. But don't pull that shit in here. I don't tolerate, being racist. So careful. Oh my god, my fucking cat.
Goes into bathroom.
Hey, what do you think about trends in sports?
As long as they are within, normal limits of women's and men's requirements, then sure, why not?
What do you mean by requirements, though?
I mean, like, you don't do wrestling, women's wrestling. You don't have a weight class of 200-pound transgender men and women going up against 110-pound women. It's
Oh yeah, but those are like weight classes within like the sports themselves. Like, are you talking about testosterone limits?
I mean, testosterone truly only has a basis in your puberty, and testosterone truly isn't a good indicator of someone's physical ability. I mean, it helps, but I have a hell of a lot of testosterone. But I'm not. Yeah, I have because I've had a lot of medical tests done. But I'm not a I'm not a hugely strong dude or anything. I'm sure there are a hell of a lot of women who could beat my fucking ass. It's kind of dumb to be like, yes, this person cannot. Obviously, if there's a 210-pound man who's transitioned to become a woman, and now would like to participate in women's sports, there have to be safeguards for that. But the vast majority of the time, trans women are male to female, usually lose a lot of their body weight and mass and their muscle mass through transition. And within a few years after their transition, there truly isn't a large difference other than height and overall skeletal structure to most women. And
I disagree. So what they
hey man, you disagree, but the science agrees.
No, but you're wrong though, because the science says that what they prescribe to old women who are losing bone density, old women, they give them estrogen, right? So if you're giving estrogen to a man who has thick bone density, they spent their puberty developing this skeletal structure with the big shoulders and everything. You can't just transition and say that you're a woman, even if your testosterone levels are low.
Dude,
and your
bone density has
bone density because estrogen maintains bone density.
Bone density truly does not have that much of a fucking bearing on someone's physical ability.
You sure about that, dude?
Yes.
Well, what sports do you think? So yeah, you've never seen
dude, bone density affects your overall weight and the strength of your bones.
No, it's the density. It's not. Okay, gorillas.
What else does the density of your bone do?
Gorillas can fucking rip you in half because their arms are so dense. Their bones are their bones.
Dude,
and their muscles.
Gorillas are also 600 pounds and have literally 40-inch thick fucking biceps. You idiot! Did you really just say that the reason a gorilla can rip you in half is because of their bone density? No, it's because they're 6'5", 600-pound fucking mammals of pure rage.
They're
Are you fucking
about,
joking?
300 pounds. They're usually about 300 pounds. The silverback is 136 to.
There are larger gorillas. Whatever.
Sure,
it doesn't fucking matter.
But you're not. No, but you're saying it's science. But I'm saying like you're completely wrong because again, why do they?
Dude,
the science
of bone density does not affect your it affects the strength of your bones and how heavy you are.
Why are transgender athletes doing so well in female competitions? Like they're
let me ask you this. So for the past 17 years, transgender men and women have been allowed in the Olympics. 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
How come there has never been a transgender woman or man to win a gold medal?
I'll double check that because I'm not sure.
No, it hasn't.
This year they allowed it.
It hasn't happened.
Supposed to be 2012.
It hasn't happened. Why haven't they? Because the truth is,
COVID.
The truth is, what did you say? Because of COVID?
There are high level athletes now that are going.
There's a reason that there's a reason that there are no transgender Olympic level athletes, because there is no true difference. I mean, there are outliers in those who are 210-pound men, start their transition, and then immediately become involved in women's sports. That's a problem. But those who have transitioned and are already well through their transition truly do not have that much of a leg up. And any leg up that they do have is usually crushed by more, substantial athletes. This is what
No.
the science agrees. This is what statistics agrees. This is what
dude.
biological science agrees. I bet
Oh,
you think
dude.
gender and sex are the same thing too.
No, I know the new speak version of gender and sex.
It's
I
not
get
new
it.
speak, man. It's just science.
No, it's you're.
How
no,
is it
because you're
not?
mixing science because
Okay,
gender is
so
a social
you're
construct,
saying
that's not science. So you're saying gender and
yes,
sex.
it's
so
a
that's part of it.
psychological.
Sex
It's a
is biological.
psychological science.
It's no sociological, and that's not
Oh,
a science.
sorry.
It's not a real science.
Oh, sociology isn't a real
It's
science.
not a
Did
hard
you just
science.
say
It's
that?
not like it's not. It's not like a hard science.
Yes, it
it's
is.
not something that's actually not really, dude.
Okay, sociology, the study of how humans interact with one another. It's
Yeah,
not
but
a
it's not a
hard
hard
science.
It's not a hard science as if it's like if you're like a
Oh, like they
scientist in a
collect
lab.
data and
If you're
do
a scientist in a
experiments?
lab, right? You're trying to replicate an experiment.
Oh, so
You
it has to be done in a lab for it to be real science.
No, it's because I'm saying, for example, if
dude.
you're a scientist and you're doing your experiment in a lab, you're putting something from vial A into vial B. You're
Are
expecting
you
a reaction,
fucking
right?
joking? Dude,
No, but
that's
what I'm saying
just
is that
chemistry.
science is empirical data. You know what I mean? Like sociology.
Empirical
is different.
data is statistical empirical data. Like
Okay,
how
but
do you
statistics aren't-
think
Okay, but not all statistics are just. You can't just accept all the statistics that pop up on your Reddit feed, dude. You
No,
have to look
the
into them. 'Cause a lot of them are
statistics
bullshit.
No, the statistics
80% of
obviously
statistics are
have
made up.
bias. Have you ever written a scientific report?
Have you?
Yes.
Wow. Can you link it?
No, because it's not published. It was for school. I'm not a fucking published PhD student, you fucking idiot.
Okay, well, oh yeah, I've written a scientific report too. Then, if it was for school, bro,
No,
I've
for
written
but like a
lots.
legitimate one.
Huge, yeah,
One,
for school,
one
yeah,
that's
legitimate
proper.
for school. Yeah, for school.
Okay,
though,
so
like,
so what
legitimate
is the very final passage of a scientific study? Tell me. Every single one follows pretty similar structure, and they always end with the exact same thing. So tell me.
What do you mean? Okay.
No, this is how all
Listen, pal.
scientific studies end.
Okay. I don't. Okay, just because I haven't memorized, it's been a while since I wrote MLA.
No,
MLA
everybody
format,
knows this.
My specific
It's
formatting for my scientific thesis is. But again, like I don't understand the point you're making.
It's
You're not arguing with
the-
me again.
the
You're not arguing
end.
against my point. You're kind of saying, "Oh, you don't know shit about science." Here,
You don't.
send me the MLA
Because
format
you
for science
obviously don't.
papers.
No, it's not an MLA format. That's an English paper, you fucking
No, but
numbskull.
that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking. You want me to just
Dude, because everyone
your
who has-
university professors praised you for because your university professors were like, "Wow, good job." You think
Everyone
that's the gold
everyone who is
standard.
like everyone who has read scientific studies and understands the scientific scientific processes that go behind these studies knows that they always end with a passage about the forthcomings and possible exceptions to their study. That is how every single one ends. There's usually a passage about how this can be improved or how the data could be falsified. And that's what you have to read, because you'll see that in those, that's where your answers usually
No,
lie.
but that's definitely not there. No, but that's definitely not there in all these studies. I've actually
Yes, it
spent
is.
the time to read some
Yes,
of these
it is.
transgender studies that I get linked to, and they're
And they're
absolutely
probably
basically
they're
statistical
probably
bullshit.
on
They're surveys.
they're probably on webhealthjournal.com or right-wing ultra-fascist super
Where do you get your sources
godmode.com.
from then? Where do you get your sources from?
Wherever I can, wherever
Well,
a
okay, well,
reliable
then
source
why
is
you-
coming
why you-
from.
why are you
but,
assuming things
but what
about
you're
my
saying,
sources?
so do you follow the source back to the legitimate study, or do you read it off the journal and say, oh, it doesn't end with the result that I like, so therefore it has to be falsified, or I don't like the result, so it has to be
depends, but
falsified?
I've actually spent
No,
the
you're a
time to
fucking
research
idiot,
it and look
dude. Yeah, errors don't exist according to this guy. He literally didn't know anything about science. Every proper scientific study ends with the conclusion, and then immediately after, dense gorilla study. I cannot believe that he said that the reason a gorilla could rip you in half is because of its bone density. What an absolute numbskull argument. I've met a lot of dumb people who go in on the trans debate about trans men and women participating in sports. And holy fuck, they always make the dumbest statements and then disregard every piece of science that totally disagrees with them.
Bill.
Have you even read the dense gorilla studies? Written on densegorillas.com/Trump is my god. God damn, whoa. You're like, I can't tell if this is just like a simulated web. Yeah, it's a simulated webcam.
Hello.
The famed gorilla experiment of 1812. Yeah. Where they put a bunch of gorillas in the cage and they said, if you have the greatest bone density, you win. That was the gorilla experiment. It's like the Stanford prison experiment, except that instead of other students, they use gorillas. Oh my god. That was one of the worst, shittiest arguments I've heard in a while. Man. That guy just had a Nazi flag.
It was a decent base.
Holy shit, you are young, dude. Too young for this. That kid was like literally like 10. King Kong or Godzilla? Godzilla, dude. If you're a Kong tard, don't even talk to me. Oh, epic. What's up?
What's up?
So why do you support Trump?
What?
You have a Trump flag.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot people could see that.
Okay, do you support BLM?
If it's Blue Lives Matter, then yeah.
Oh yeah, because blue lives exist. You know, choosing to be a cop. You fucking
Well,
idiot.
yeah, but it's just like.
I bet your dad's a cop or some shit, isn't he?
No, none of the people in my family are cops, actually.
Damn, that sucks. Or fucking. If it's Blue Lives Matter. What a numbskull. You never watch. Yeah, the big blue people. There's a lot worse flags on here, Hannah. A lot worse. Talked to a guy last night who was wearing a swastika armband. Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Why would somebody accessorize politics? I have no idea. I have this quarrel with Bernie bros. I have this quarrel with Biden supporters. I have this quarrel with Trump supporters more than anyone because they do it so much. Why the fuck do you have the name of a politician either on your head, your wall, or your shirt, or your car? They don't care about you. The only one who has ever shown a semblance of care is Bernie, and he's only done it for Vermont because that's the only place he's presided over, probably. Throw that shit in the trash. Get the fuck out of here. Either get out or like throw that shit out. Like, I don't fuck with that. QWERTY, if you're gonna pull this shit, when was America great? Actually, you know what? Since it's a Chinese one, that's okay. Because you didn't directly support Donald Trump. But still, burn that shit. Toss that out. That's nasty.
Loser. God damn.
America hasn't been great for ever. It's never been great. I mean, we're built off of genocide.
Hey, do I look like a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
I look do I seem like a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You're wearing a Cabela's shirt, dude.
Exactly. How does that make me because I like the outdoors?
No, it's usually like people who like, suck up to those corporations that like the outdoors.
No.
Like Bass Pro Shops and shit.
No, I live in California. I just like I live in a really like small.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You're not a Trump supporter. You literally have a Trump flag and a Blue Lives flag.
Exactly. That's the point. I used to be one, but I'm not anymore. That was the whole point.
So why do you still have it up on your wall? Why do you have the name of a politician you don't support on your wall?
I'm not gonna take it down when I can make money for it.
You make money for it?
No, I can sell it and make money.
So why is it on your wall?
Because I just found out. Like, I'm not just gonna rip it down, motherfucker. Like,
I would if I found out a politician that I supported was like a dog shit human being.
who's a politician you don't like?
All of them.
Exactly. Every single one?
Almost all of them, yeah.
What the fuck?
Bar maybe Bernie because he seems like a nice guy at least. And he seems to care about his constituents.
He cares about the people.
Yes, and that's the only good politician.
Exactly. Maybe Elizabeth Warren.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about her. But
climate change. I fuck with her because she fucks with climate change.
So why the fuck do you have a Trump flag on your wall? It's so nasty, dude.
My dad literally told me he'll give me $30 if he's been giving me shit like for the past month since I have it up.
Yeah, cap. That's what it is. So Hannah, you have to insert interests. So I have BLM, ACAB, Biden, Trump, Biden, politics. And that's how you kind of filter out the dicks. Every once in a while, I still see one. That's why I have the censor bar up.
That's good, bro.
And for anything, ultra disgusting that comes on here, but like I saw, dude. No, I'm not even gonna talk about it. It was nasty. But that's the majority of Omegle is like that. Oh fuck.
Hey.
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Bonjour.
All right, wackos. But yeah, majority of Omegle is like dicks and weird conversations. But when you input interests that pertain to politics, you'll find some good people. That's why I come on here.
What's up?
Oh, don't tread on me, Gadsden.
What's wrong with the Gadsden?
I literally didn't say it wasn't anything wrong. But you have the phrase Trump 2020. Were you a Trump supporter?
No.
Thank fucking God. I hate it when Gadsden flyers do that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm a libertarian.
Good. I'm okay with libertarians as long as they aren't, hypocritical and support Donald Trump. What's up, man?
Do you think all cops are brave?
No, I think they're all bastards. Especially your, cop dad or whatever.
What are you? He's about to sing a song for us.
Hi.
Truly the pinnacle of comedy, man.
George Floyd.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Voice
night.
Oh, your voice is beautiful. I don't know if it's
Thank
just
you.
your voice. Thank you. I love your voice. Freeze.
Yeah. And the BLM tag is fucking cancer. The BLM tag is cancer because it's all edgelords with photos of George Floyd. Yeah, that's usually it.
You like my rainbow keyboard?
Yeah, man. I like mine more though.
Is it gay?
I mean, sure, if you want it to be. No, it's supporting your dad like blindly. I mean, you can love your dad, but you can hate the things that he does. And if you have like a strong moral backbone, then I think you have a pretty strong inclination to not like the cops at this current point, or at least in America. I mean, I think they're like, you know, I give them a little more leeway for liking cops because of, you know, their personal connection to it, but it's a thing of like, do you have your own conscience or do you just blindly follow whatever your parents say? It's kind of, you know, get autonomy, understand that not all cops are good, and in fact most cops are unjust in their existence. That's good, man. Hell yeah. Your dad seems pog as hell. But cop dads, even if they're dads, not pog. Because also the problem with like police officer dads and stuff like that, they're instilling the values of like usually pretty shitty ones into their children. Like 40% of police officers domestically abuse their partner. I don't think that's very pog.
Hi.
You're gonna see.
I think it's 40% of all police officers domestically abuse their partners. So yes, including police officer women cops, but I think like obviously the majority of that 40% is probably men. You know, it's hard to differentiate those statistics on gender. And especially the fact that there are like far less women police officers than there are men. And then you have the case of like divvying up that into those statistics. It's mostly men, but it's 40% of all police officers. So yes, it includes women, but likely isn't women. Because I'm sure there are women cops who like domestically abuse their husbands or wives.
Dude.
I keep skipping that guy. I don't think he's happy about it.
Life's far.
We'll discuss.
Music. Hi.
40,000.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Do you support the Black Lives Matter movement?
Not the movement.
So what do you support about it, or just none of it?
Just none of it.
Okay, so I'm guessing you like also oppose like, you know, the idea of the ideas of the 1960s civil rights movement too.
I do support that.
But what's the difference?
1960s. Wasn't that mostly peaceful?
Less peaceful than the BLM ones.
I haven't paid attention.
Less peaceful by a pretty wide margin too.
Was that like Black Panther?
No, it was the MLK marches and stuff. Martin Luther King's movement. The 1960s civil rights movement for desegregation of.
I thought it was like all peaceful.
Oh no. That's just what like, you know, school books want you to think, because they love to angelicize Martin Luther King, even though the majority of people who wrote that books hated him when he was popular, and before he died.
I don't pay much attention to school social studies. It's so stupid, and Doesn't teach you any good.
Yeah, man. Because so here's the thing: if you want to be logically consistent, then disregarding the Black Lives Matter movement, which is fundamentally identical, it is just fighting instead of the right for desegregation, it's the right for equal processing under the law and due process. It's fundamentally the exact same thing. It's just there's less of a figurehead without Martin Luther King and somebody like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it is actually more peaceful.
Is it really?
Yes, the Black Lives Matter movements were 93% peaceful. There were $2 billion in damage, and as proportion to inflation, there were far more damages done in the 1960s movements.
Thank God you said with inflation. No one ever takes that into account.
Most actually smart people do, and sadly, the people on your side are usually not those ones. So if you want to disregard the Black Lives Matter movement for like any reason, it has to be a racist one. Unless you just simply don't believe in the human rights of due process and equal protection under the law. Or else you're just like a hypocrite.
I mean, I don't support any of the writing. Not Capitol Hill, not...
Nobody in the 1960s civil rights movement did either. Nobody actually supports the damages done. It's just right-wingers like to be like, see, all the BLM fuckers love to riot. No, every single protest, there have been people attempting to stop that kind of thing happening.
Oh, yeah.
But it happens because that is literally a fundamental part of any civil rights movement. Like the women's suffrage movement had violence. Every civil rights movement throughout the entirety of human history has had some sort of violence breakout because of the inherent tensions that these things arise. And to say that that is a way to dismerit these movements is fucking idiotic. Because then you would have to dismerit literally every human rights movement ever. And that's just dumb. The Black Lives Matter movement is a pretty sick dance move. There's violence because that's unfortunately the only way to get politicians to listen. That's true. I just studied the Birmingham letter in one of my ethics classes. And that's exactly what Martin Luther King talked about. I mean, the man was... The similarities to the 1960s movements and the Black Lives Matter movement is incredible. I mean, they're fundamentally and like critically the same. It is just a different time period and fighting for a different right. That's it. The Birmingham letter written by Martin Luther King Jr. when he was arrested in Birmingham, Alabama. And it was a letter written to some of his colleagues. It's pretty widely available. It's really great. There's a audio of him reading it to some of his constituents. I watched Braveheart, so I agree. King. But it's a great read. It's lengthy, but it really does encapsulate like what he was all about and what the current day is about. It doesn't dive as much into his economics and like what MLK truly believed economically, which is like democratic socialism, but you can't encapsulate everything in one speech.
Yo, what's up, man?
We have to run.
That girl had a Nazi ting. Damn, my back hurts. My fucking back has been killing me. I mean, Cordy knows I complained about it all last night.
Yo.
I wish I let.
I'm trying to jerk off my friend.
Cringe. Hi. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Because I like black people, okay? Jesus. I love them so much. I eat
Because he's lowered taxes, you know.
Taxes haven't lowered.
What?
Taxes haven't lowered except for billionaires.
But yeah, he's not our president anymore.
Exactly, because
No. Taxes underneath Trump, as someone who files taxes, you guys look too young to file taxes.
we understand that, but we also
we
are
have
educated enough to know that he's
We
done
can have
that.
an opinion.
No, so here's the thing. You literally haven't done taxes before in your life.
Yes.
His
but my
taxes, dude, taxes did not go down under Donald Trump.
and it is at an all-time low until now. Now Mr. Dementia Head is
Oh.
in.
Did you watch Fat Man? No.
It was.
I don't really know what that is. What's up, man?
What up?
BLM, do you support the Black Lives Matter movement? What?
No.
Why not?
They're a bunch of apes. They caused $2.2 billion in damage, killed 1,000 police officers, burned down 100 small businesses. Everything that they're trying to do. I mean, if BLM, if Black Lives really did matter, you wouldn't have to hold up a sign saying that it did.
So I'm guessing you also opposed the 1960s civil rights movements?
No, I like 1941 to 1945.
Oh, epic.
Mhm.
Cool. So the Americans in that period or the others?
The others.
So why do you fly an American flag? The literal enemy of them.
I can't really take it down.
Why not?
I mean, I could, but I just don't feel like
So
it.
you're just a logically inconsistent tard.
No.
I mean, you
I
say
just have
I
the
love
flag. I
I
didn't
love
put it up."
1940s Germany, but I love America and I literally sleep beneath an
When did I
American
say
flag.
that?
You sleep beneath an American flag. I can see your fucking
Who said I
pillows.
put that up?
You.
I didn't put it up.
Oh, did your parents?
No.
Oh, who did?
It came with the house.
So why don't you take it down?
I don't know. I just don't feel like it. Too lazy.
Sounds like you're just
I just don't feel
actual
like
tard. Like it sounds like you're actually just dumb. That's funny. Dude, nobody leaves an American flag on the wall in a house. Are you fucking joking? IQ 2020. Thanks for the follow, man. How's it going? I gotta grab a drink. Hold on. My cat keeps hitting the inspect element. Here we go. Yeah, Courtney. It's structurally integral to the house. If you take it down, the house collapses. Yeah, I hate American Nazis. They're so cringe. It's like, how do you actually have a brain that small? Excuse me, Bug. It's my cat. He's sitting in front of my cam or my face cam. Don't. He likes to lean on the F keys, and he always hits F12, as you can see. Every once in a while, this will pop up. F11 and F5, which is the refresh. And it just kicks my ass every time.
is your choice.
What's up, man?
Can I tell you something that I'm really
Sure.
proud of? Okay, so I don't know if you're a conservative or something, but
I'm
I
not.
was just talking. I was just talking to a conservative that she was like younger, and I told her I'm a cop.
That guy was boring. Oh, were you did I chat with you? IQ? Yeah, because that guy was, I could tell he was just gonna say some stupid shit. Were you did I chat with you, IQ? What's up, man? Oh shit, my cat just did that. If you'd like to, here. Put in IQ 2020 as your as one of your interests, and I'm sure we'll find each other. I don't know what you want to debate about, but I'm down to debate anyone or talk to anyone even. But I'm not gonna be you know, I'm not gonna hold you forever. I'll probably only do a few minutes, but yeah, unless it's like ultra engaging, then yeah, we'll talk. Just let me know if you a nice little date. If you want to, let me know IQ. And I'll like remove my other tags and hopefully we'll find each other.
I got shit to do.
Word. All right, just let me know when you're ready and stuff, and then I'll. All right. I've got your as long as you're in the video section, I've got your name in the just do IQ 20. Oh, there it is. What's up, man?
Hey, what's
How's
up?
it going?
So, what topics would you like to talk about?
I don't know. I'm down for anything.
Well, so would you consider yourself left, right, center?
Libertarian socialism. Close to that. So very left, libertarian.
So, populist.
Sort of, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you feel about cops in general?
Well, in America, police in general, like as a system, are inherent to a society and almost necessary in all cases. In the extremes of like an anarchist state that doesn't really exist, then no, obviously. But in America, I have a huge problem with them. I believe that police are, as it stands, bastardized in the truest form of sense. They carry out a system that I believe is immoral and unjust, does not follow due process or equal protection under the law, which I believe are human rights. And the police, as a part of that system, are unjust as well,
Yeah, my biggest problem with them is that they are basically under, if you ever look in the small print in the contracts and, state laws and stuff, they have a quota to fill.
Yeah, that's
They have a
huge problem with
massive
it too.
quota to fill, so they have an incentive to arrest or give a ticket to as many people as possible, even if it's, and that's why they actually created these laws that make it to where your tent's too dark or your tags. You know what tags are? You know what tags are for, by the way?
Yeah, it's literally just to catch people.
Yeah, well, they say it's car inspection, but when was the last time you had your car actually inspected?
Never. I mean, it's bullshit. I know. But I have a problem with that. But my biggest qualm is that that simply put, police do not perform their function adequately, and they do not perform it justly. Like the amount of crimes that are still committed on a daily basis in every city in the world or in America are exponentially high. You know, whether or not you want to like say that they were better than last year or better than X year, it's still incredibly high. Police do not, as it stands, prevent crime or even attempt to. All they do is punish, and I don't think that's the proper way to like run a state.
And another way that they've bastardized the whole system is that, okay, so other countries, every civilized society,
Developed country,
their policemen have at least a 2-year degree required.
Yep.
You know how long it is here?
It's 866 hours.
So technically about 8 weeks.
Yep, not very long.
8 weeks. So
way
that's
less,
my
way
problem.
less time. Yeah.
So much riffraff can pour in.
Yep.
So much, because like when you get a degree, you don't want to screw up the job that you've been wanting to get, right?
Exactly.
But when you just go in for boot camp for cops, I don't call it real boot camp. They don't do the real stuff that boot camp does.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem with like practically all of the police in general. I mean, it's just the way it is currently structured, the way it is currently like carried out it's a problem. And I have like the same qualms with the military as well. I just think a large portion of the military is incredibly unjust in its existence and its actions towards the rest of the world.
So have you ever heard of swatting? Like when people just randomly call and they just swat you and then bust in all your windows and all that shit?
Yeah.
So
just no-knock warrants
if you ever do like some research about like some of the swatting stuff, it's been determined by the Supreme Court, because of conservatives. I'm going to blame them because that's what they're doing. But they basically said by law that they're allowed they're not responsible for the damages they do to your house.
Yeah, it's
so if
absurd.
They came to your door, you change the locks. They don't do it.
Yeah,
even if it's a mistake.
I also have an incredible problem with the fact that you cannot defend yourself from a police.
Oh yeah, Breonna Taylor's case.
Yeah. I mean, this is something I've had a qualm with a long time. I'm very libertarian, and I believe in a right to defend yourself and effectively own a gun. I believe it's like a human right. I don't think that most people should. I think it's a problem of who is mentally fit to own like a weapon that is able to do this danger. But if a police officer enters my home and does not announce themselves, I'm going to shoot them.
Yeah, it's your right. You have a right to do that.
Yeah, and I have a huge problem with people who say there's a monopoly on violence, like a lot of leftists say. The state is the only one who can in the form of our justice system, justly enact violence on the people.
Okay, so my problem with lefties is that when you go too far left, you sort of contradict yourself in a way,
It depends,
so,
yeah.
You say that you want minorities to have a better life and everything, but you're also saying that cops are bad and stuff, right? So cops are supposed to protect black people, but most of the time they're really not. And why wouldn't you want minorities to defend themselves?
I mean,
why would you want to take their guns away?
Most lefties don't. That's the thing. People can consider liberals and Democrats lefties, and they aren't. Leftism is almost always like the farthest left you go, they're almost always pro-gun. Like the furthest left centrist is probably like anti-gun, but then the further left you go, the more pro-gun you get. I've never met like a genuine commie who is anti-gun. They're usually fairly like pro-gun and pro-arming the workers. That's usually the rhetoric that's used, arming the working party as a means of controlling that production and controlling the means of production.
So I was actually, brainstorming, and I'm going to college pretty soon, so I'm going to be doing some, things in political science class about this. But so the best way I could think of to get rid of the prison problem would be to get rid of private prison.
Yeah.
Because they're more expensive for less quality, and they legally tie us to these contracts to fill in prisons. Like, we have to fill the prisons by law because I don't know how that worked, but you ever watch Adam Ruins Everything?
No, I haven't, but I know like the gist of what he does.
Yeah, so like the most of what he says is very true, and I did look into it a little bit more because that kind of scared me. I'm like, why are they supposed to fill it? Isn't the whole process supposed to mean to keep many people out of doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the best way is to get them out, like get us out of the private system with, prison, and not legalize all drugs, but to decriminalize them to where no one goes to prison for possessing drugs in their car. But you should go to prison for, making meth.
Yeah, and distributing, creating.
Yeah, but like simply owning and possessing, maybe not go to prison or jail for it, but just confiscate it.
Well, I see. That's the thing. I think, as with most lefties, a lot of the issues boil down to capitalism. I mean, the reason private prisons exist is a capital incentive to fill prisons. The more people in prisons, the more money the owners of those private prisons make. It's a really good way to make money. And that's like a huge problem I have. I'm anti like social hierarchy. That's the reason I believe in democracy, and I believe in equity above all, and having a democratic control over the means of production is because I do not want. I'm in the truest sense of a libertarian. I do not want someone presiding over me and being able to tell me how to live my life or coercing me into living my life the way I want. Obviously, there are outliers to that. Making drugs, distributing harmful drugs. Those are issues that like a libertarian society needs to actually confront and deal with. But the vast majority of things like, just central things like, the fact that you have to work to survive. The fact that you have to work more than a 40-hour minimum wage job to live your life is wrong. And I believe that having to work is for your life is wrong. I think you should work or live to work instead of work to live.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem with capitalism that it does not place any inherent value on human life.
So my opinion on capitalism is like I prefer a mixed economy.
That's how most people are, yeah.
Like I prefer, we need heavy regulation on how much we get paid. Yeah. Capitalism is great for lemonade. It's great for burgers, shoes, clothes. Not great for medicine, not great for prison, not great for policy.
Yeah.
Don't let them police themselves. They will fuck you over.
Exactly. And that's what like America has done. They they basically were like, let's just let capitalism do what it wants.
Are you in Canada?
No, America.
Oh, okay. Because referring to America, like I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I talk in a very I don't know. I've been told I talk like I'm foreign, but it's just the way I talk.
Yeah, I've just been despising it's mostly like rednecks, and I'm sorry to say if anybody watching is redneck, but
yeah, I don't think so. Other than
it's mostly poor Southern people that are defending billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah.
They think that they're God or something,
Yeah. Well, there's
they think they put them on a pedestal. Oh, they're so smart because they made so much money. That's not the case.
Yeah. I live in Ohio, which is an incredibly red state, at least at most times. Other than the big cities, the big three cities, it's pretty red. I found one of the biggest problems is the older folks who have indoctrinated their children into believing in things like McCarthyism and the Red Scare. I mean, like, anti-communism is the quickest way to make someone a capitalist, and that's exactly what has happened. I mean, there's like the Reaganomics type crowd who were born in the Cold War and believe that like communism is incredibly evil, and then teach that to their children, and then they grow up believing that capitalism is the only system that is just.
You know what's really funny about the whole West and East thing?
Yeah.
With Europe, when that
Yeah.
whole Red Scare happened, Reagan used socialism to help the people in the East. I mean,
Yep.
the West.
I mean,
he was saying it was because his capitalist state, but he was actually using government-funded incentives.
Welfare states, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same crap.
Reagan pisses me off to no end. I love my favorite thing to do is tell right-wingers who love their guns about how the only two presidents in American history who have imposed a limit on the Second Amendment are Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump.
Wait, there was the ATF bill.
Which was... I think that was Reagan.
I think so.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan was incredibly anti open carry and things like that. He actually has a quote that says, "No person should be walking down the street with a gun in their hand." I also love there's this fucking photo of somebody who edited a Ronald Reagan photo over a Karl Marx quote. It's so funny because you show it to them and they agree with it. And they're like, see, Reagan was cool. Reagan was pog.
It's all identity. It's just, you want to fill an identity, and then when you feel like even if you don't agree with a certain person, you will change your mind to fill
agree
that with that
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Like what a lot of Trump supporters did.
Yeah. If you handed them the Communist Manifesto and didn't tell them that it was written by Karl Marx, they would like it.
It's just a name, like Karl Marx. I believe he was a good person. He was very educated.
Yeah, he was an incredibly good political philosopher and a good political critique of capitalism. But even though him himself was pretty, in his personal beliefs and his his praxis was pretty he was pretty okay with capitalism, but he had an incredibly good critique of it that spawned Lenin and Trotsky and stuff like that.
My biggest issue with capitalism is when how some red folks, they say we need to get rid of the minimum wage to let the businesses flow.
Like free market type beat where they go the free market will regulate and the free market will provide.
Yeah, that the trickle down thing.
Trickle down makes me so mad.
I used to believe in trickle down. I used to.
I feel you. I used to be really.
So I used to be a really red guy. I would be like, yeah, the billionaires, yeah, they're gods. I used to be that type of person. You would have hated me. I hate me back then.
Dude, I would have hated me when I was back then too.
But I've educated myself, and I actually understand economics because most economists are Democrat.
Yeah.
So for a reason. But from what I've learned is that how can I say this? Okay, so the conservatives will be like, we need to lower taxes so we can pay the poor more. That's their whole point, right?
Yeah.
And so when the Democrats be like, okay, we'll lower taxes, and they did this in the 80s, they agreed. Let's lower taxes. Sure, why not? We need that. And then the conservatives be like, yes. And then the Democrats be like, okay, now let's raise the minimum wage. And then
and
the
they're
conservatives,
no, that's communism.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. And that's why I'm just like, fucking Republicans, man.
It's so... Republicans are fucking... as much as I don't like to quote Hassan Piker, no, they're fucking hogs, man. They're hogs. They just do this shit. Republican politicians, they abuse the uneducated into giving them their vote. it's cringe.
They actually try so hard to keep people uneducated and use
Yeah.
religion.
I mean, it's crazy. The vast majority of I think it's 67% of those with a PhD lean left on almost every issue.
Especially
Man.
medical doctors.
Yeah. And it's like, man, that's crazy. The people who are the smartest go to the left. I wonder why.
Oh, and I'm sorry to bring up this topic, but I've been brainstorming and writing little snippets on some policies that I can make in the future if I ever wanted to run for office. So, how much do you hate insurance, like private insurance?
So much.
So much.
So
why do people call it efficient when it costs so much and does nothing?
I don't know. Trust me.
Why do
They're
they
brainwashed, dude.
Why do they call private hospitals the for-profit?
Don't even get me started, dude.
So innovation. You ever heard that?
Oh my god. I fucking hate it.
Innovation. I've been told that so much, but here's the thing. We could build a system to where not even the government. We don't even have to give money to the government to give back to us for single payer healthcare.
Yeah.
You know how we do with Social Security. We put money in every so often, and then we get that back in retirement. So we could do a similar system, and an independent system that can be managed by the government.
Yeah, that is non-profit. Yeah.
Non-profit, and you put money into that account, and that could get rid of so much issues with the insurance companies. Abolish them.
Yeah.
Destroy them.
Yeah.
Because they're just a middleman. Give that money directly to medical centers, and the medical centers could get that money, but then it'd be easier to cap them on how much money they can get, because being able to cap the insurance companies and the hospitals at the same time is impossible.
It's too much, yeah.
They're giants.
It's tough. It's tough shit. I come on here so I debate and I talk to people about this shit. And it's just, I've had a few good instances where I've legitimately attempted to change someone's mind, and they've admitted that they were wrong on some things. But more often than not, they just act as if they have the facts on their side, when everything, all of their facts are simply pulled from
Reddit.
or Reddit, or literally rightwingeaglefucker.org.
Parler.
Shit like that. There's literally, I saw this dude, I was talking to him on Discord, it was off stream, and he tried to, I don't even remember what it was, but he tried to provide me with a source for an argument he was making, and literally the site was called the Red Pill Central. I was like,
no.
How do you not get it, man? How do you not get that this is not a reliable source?
That's it's obviously a biased source.
Yeah.
That's trying to give you
wrong information. Yeah.
Well, not just that, but it's trying to. It was already the research that was done on it. There was a bias with it. Yeah. So.
And the thing is, it wasn't even. They like to act like their sources are these studies, when in reality, I hate this. No, QWERTY, there is not an unbiased source, but there are variations of bias, and there's strong biases and weak biases. But the thing I have a problem with is they give you a source. I've had a lot of pretty formal debates, on using sources and stuff. And they'll hand you a source and say, this is my source. And then it's an opinion piece written on WebJournal or something. It's not a legitimate study. I don't know why some people, especially QAnon supporters, avidly just deny the use of real studies, real science and real statistics. It pisses me off.
The reason why I was Republican at the time was because I was always in fear that all these organizations were trying to attack me and trying to tell me the wrong thing, so I'd look for other sources. I would totally ignore the APA, anything.org. I would always go for the similar QAnon. I was bad. Like it was not a good time for me. Like I embarrassed myself a lot.
Yeah.
But I always
know
thought I
what
was
you
right.
mean. I know what you mean. I used to be like pretty much in a similar boat. I was just very dumb. And over the past like 4 or 5 years, I've kind of grown to be less of an idiot. And I look back on it and I'm like, man, I was not only an asshole, but I was also just wrong, like in most cases.
Oh, so you know who Ben Shapiro is?
I want to scream at the top of my lungs whenever I hear his fucking voice. I fucking hate him. Like, I hate him.
So he tries to say it's facts that he's using.
I talked about this for like, Cordy knows he was in here. I talked about this for like 35 minutes on one of my streams the other night. About how fucking stupid Ben Shapiro is.
My problem with him is that he tries to use facts to hurt people's feelings, not like, especially when it comes to like the trans thing.
Yeah. Pronouns and stuff.
Even if you was to say you didn't believe that trans people should exist, quote quote, why would you want to actively hurt their feelings and like dead name them?
Yeah.
Like, and then he would be like, well, he would probably try to justify saying, oh, well, he's a man. That's still a man. And then I'm like, well, how would you know if it looked totally like the identity they're looking for? Would you still call them a man?
Yeah, I have this problem with, and the thing is, this facts over feelings bullshit, especially with politics. Politics are like 80% feelings, and it is simply evidence to back up how you feel. Like, I feel like capitalism is bad, and I have evidence to support that, but it is not a fact, and I will never ever in my fucking life act like it is, because I'm not some like rightoid who thinks like facts and logic are my god and that is all I follow. And it simply boils down, especially with like the pronouns debate, it's basic respect and empathy for other human beings.
Yeah, I always try to respect as many people as I can. Like, I try not to cause conflict. Just want to get at you because I think you're different.
Ben Shapiro is stuck in his 19-year-old self. I mean, he's 35, and he hasn't changed since he was 19. The kid has been on like talk shows and shit for his whole life, for his whole adult life, since he like graduated Harvard or wherever he went. And all he does is like make the exact same arguments over and over again with like outdated studies and outdated facts. Yeah, I know, he's 35. Yeah, he's old. But he does this whole like owning libs on college campus type bullshit. And then I won't even get into how shitty of a debater he is. He's like a horrible argumentative person.
It's not that he has good points, it's the fact that he'll talk over you.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's called
say
gish
horrible
galloping.
things.
Yeah. It's called gish galloping. It's a horribly horrible argumentative tactic that was coined by some guy named Robert Gish, who is a creationist. And everybody coined it because this motherfucker, all he did was spew 100 different things at once and then act like he was right on all of them without truly advocating for any depth to any of those arguments. And that is exactly what fucking Jordan Peterson, that is exactly what fucking Ben Shapiro and fucking Steven Crowder and all those right-wing talking heads do. Like, they simply do not have any depth to their arguments. They have an abundance of arguments. It's cringe, you know?
It's more of quantity instead
it's
of quality.
Quality over quantity. And it's an attempt to overwhelm the antithesis, the anti debate.
Fascists.
It's a shitty debate tactic that he uses and then acts like he owns people. I want him to have a real debate. Like, I've never seen him on a legitimate debate stage with a moderator and like real, a 2-hour fucking good debate. And the only one I've ever seen with Jordan Peterson, who is, another right-wing talking head, is him with Slavoj Zizek, who's a communist fucking nutcase who absolutely owns Jordan Peterson in that debate. And it's like, none of those fuckers know how to
Jordan
debate.
Peterson?
He's a psycho, but
So,
continue.
have you ever seen him actually speak in public versus how he speaks on the news?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. He's fucking nuts. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, yes. And like, you know, he's like
Yeah.
very calm and collected on the news. But as soon as you see him out there, he's screaming his head off, saying horrible things. It's like,
Dude, you know, he's actually crazy. He's addicted to benzos, which are an anti-anxiety drug. And I don't know if you know this about him, he only eats red meat.
oh,
That's his whole diet.
that's bad. That's bad for you.
Yeah. Oh no, he had to go to the hospital like 4 times because of it. Yeah, him and his daughter have like this thing where they only eat, like, they're carnivorous. They only eat red meat. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's
can give
horrible for you.
stomach
Yeah.
cancer.
No. Like he got addicted to benzocaine and then fucking he had to go to Russia to get like an experimental treatment because he was fucking up his body so bad. He's just a legitimately stupid and psychotic person. And nobody should trust his arguments or him. Yeah. He's psycho.
I also don't take medical advice from wingnuts like that either.
Yeah,
Like,
and he's not even like a medical doctor. He's a psychologist. Psychologists aren't experts in political thought. Like,
that reminds me. So Ben Shapiro, he has a law degree.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so he has a law degree,
Yeah.
and that's why people believe him, right?
Yeah.
And he always says his wife, my wife. She's a medical doctor.
Okay,
She's a medical doctor. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't get wet.
Her pussy's always dry.
My voice makes her very moist. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Of course it doesn't make her moist because it's a discharge.
That would be a medical problem.
No, like that's why I don't take advice from him because, like, obviously females do get,
Yes.
you know,
It's a biological
and,
function.
Biological function. You have to, or
Yeah.
you'll actually like get flaky.
Yeah.
Up in there.
No, yeah, no, it's like bad for you if you don't. Like it's a legitimate
like-
health concern. It causes like yeast infections if you don't.
So if his wife doesn't get wet, she either needs to say if she says it's normal, then she needs to have her
License
either,
revoked, yeah.
Her everything revoked and go to the doctor.
Yeah, and she needs to go to the doctor. She needs fucking medicine, dude.
She can get an infection from that.
Yeah, she needs antibiotics.
But don't worry, but she's the doctor. It's my wife.
Yeah, so Cordy
I have a
just
law
said.
degree. What do you mean?
Cordy just said, did he actually say this? Yeah, so he did a video on WAP, Wet Ass Pussy, the Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B song, and he talked about how his medical doctor wife talked about how if your pussy gets wet, to the degree that the women in the video are talking about it, that it is a medical problem and they should go to the doctor. Yeah, what a nerd. What a fucking nerd.
And so I sometimes go on his channel to see what he's talking about, see if he has anything productive, see if he
Yeah.
ever evolves. As a good politician, you evolve, right?
Yeah.
He
You
has
change.
never evolved from 2003.
No, he hasn't. He simply
And so
hasn't.
I go on his content and I don't see anything productive. No politics really been talked about. It's mostly celebrities and their looks and their songs, and he
It's
spent
just
like
culture war
16
shit. Yeah.
He spent about 16 hours altogether, I would say, on talking about Ariana Grande.
Oh my god.
Why
I mean,
is Ariana Grande the center of his politics?
I don't know. He's not only just like an asshole, but he's also like contradictory and super just kind of shitty. I mean, there was that time on Twitter where he said Israelis like to build and Arabs like to bomb shit and live in sewage. That's a direct quote from him.
That's just not a fair assessment. Like that's not.
No,
fair.
it's just racist. Yeah. It's just like
Arabs, just Arabs.
Yeah, just Arabs. Yeah, as like
there's-
people. I don't know. He's like super pro Israel. So, but
okay. Oh, you want to talk about Israel?
not really. I mean, I'm
I'm
guessing
not-
we'll
I'm not-
agree.
I'm not controversial about it, but like
I'm guessing
I'm not
we'll
saying,
pretty
I'm not
much
saying
agree.
it's either. No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, I'm not pro or against, but I do know whose fault it is exactly.
It's Israel's, yeah.
Well, it's so let's say when Israel was created, it was because
Thanks for the follow, man.
it was because the British and the Americans wanted to put Israel, like the Israeli people or the Jewish people, away from their homes
Yeah.
to Israel in settlements.
Yeah, European Jews were forced out and wanted to move out to like Jerusalem, yeah.
Yeah, and so they had no choice. They were told you can come back. They were told they can come back after it's rebuilt.
Yeah.
But they never were. They never
Yeah,
told.
exactly.
They just stuck there. And so it's our responsibility to make sure that they're not, screwing up the nativity over there,
Yeah.
the native people. Like we created that bulldog. I mean, I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
So I've been told, pro Israel stuff all my life, but I'm like, well, Israel was not supposed to be meant to be made. Like, if we wanted to give them a land to be safe, we could have given them Poland.
Yeah, really.
Like, Poland was such a great country for the Jews. That's why Germany went there to kill them.
Really?
Yeah, it's like because it was the Jewish population in Poland was very prevalent. It was like the Jewish country of Europe.
Yeah, really.
It was also Orthodox Christians too, but and so it's also to fulfill a Christian prophecy.
Yeah.
So they were put there so that all the Jews go there, and then the end of the world will come. But they don't really care about Jews.
Yeah.
They just care about the prophecy, and they still believe that Jews are going to hell. By the way, and I know this because I talk to Christians a lot, and so I'm just like, why do you care about Israel if you hate their people?
Exactly. The whole Israel-Palestine conflict is just kind of stupid. I mean, like, it shouldn't have happened. Like, it's just
shouldn't have happened.
All right, well, I'll let you go on your way. I got some racists to yell at.
Okay. Yes.
And it's getting late, so.
It was nice talking to you, though.
Nice talking to you, man. I hope to see you in chat sometime soon.
Oh, you will.
All right, see ya. Bye. Did you really type? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it legitimately like deleted. Yeah, it was good. Thanks, Hannah. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Oh fuck! Now my Spotify's not working. But did you really? That's weird, cause it censored it in the chat. Sorry to give you your first time out then, Cordy. I'm sure it won't be your last with the takes you give out. Yeah, well that's weird. Huh. See, to me that just looked like something was deleted and censored on the screen. So just that's weird. I wonder why that does that. But I don't know if I'll continue. It's getting late. I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. But IQ, it was really nice talking to you, man. I'm sure I hope to see you in here again. Maybe we can talk again sometime. And thanks, Played Doper, for the follow if you're still in here. Saw you for a minute. If you guys want to stick around, I'm gonna raid someone. I don't know who though, so I'm gonna look around and see real quick. I'll just talk to you guys and chill. But basically I wanna, and Cordy, like with yesterday, Don't say weird shit. Literally the first thing you say in that motherfucker's chat was homo. I am phobic of the homos. Just try and keep the like troll shit to a minimum. I know you like it, and I know you're like illegitimate and you just think it's funny, but chill with it, you know. Thank you, because I don't want everybody to think that you're like a I'm phobic of the humans. PogChamp. We're gonna raid Seb's Dev,
life while logging or
who is doing philosophy night, late night philosophies. Raid. Hope you guys enjoy this guy.
Everything that I know
Actually,
from
no.
leftism
Wait.
just by
activists and business titans. The pact was formalized in a terse, little-notice joint statement.
Actually, we're gonna do this guy.
AFL-CIO published on election day. Both sides would come to see it as a sort of implicit bargain, inspired by the summer's massive, sometimes destructive racial justice protests, in which the forces of labor came together with the forces of capital.
I'm trying to find a really good stream to.
Assault on democracy. Okay, time to read the dipshittery in chats. With Golden Co on March 4th.
Speedrunning brain cell destruction. Let's go. Well, that is the wrong.
Do you think Bill Gates is trying to fucking kill people? Or is he trying to help people have access to contraception? Because that's
Oh, oops, wrong person.
I haven't heard of Bill Gates doing any forced sterilization. If you want to talk about somebody who's trying to depopulate, talk about the concentration camps on the border.
Oh my god.
Sterilizing Mexican women who are coming over the border.
I might need to, dude. I'm just bad at this. Word. All right. Let's raid this guy.
Just keep being yourself, dude. Don't worry about Mon too much. Maybe in a little bit. I want to.
Cause but I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Peace.
I don't give a. Yes, the camps are bad. I know that Obama fucking oversaw them. I think that's a bad thing. Thank you for the raid, Inky Fingers. What's good? How's it going there? I hope you're doing well. What's up, Hannah974? Welcome to the stream. We've got some people that are trying to melt my brain cells, so welcome.